Isis, welcome back to my channel, and today I am doing a story time. Okay, so pretty much this is a story time how I got my heart broken / my first love. So yeah, we just finna go into this little video. So I'm gonna give you a background story first. So around this time I was in a relationship, but I just, you know how you had a feeling where it's like, you know, you and that person's gonna break up. So that's pretty much how I was. Like, I knew, like, it was pretty much on and off. So I knew me and my boyfriend at the time, we was gonna break up. But the only reason why we was like still talking, messing around, is because he ended up asking me to go on prom with him. So that was the only reason why we like kept it a little bit longer than I expected it to be. So this was in May 5th. I remember it because that's Cinco de Mayo day and that's Chris Brown's birthday. So it was May 5th, and my best friend and I, we ended up going to like this little event that my high school was having. My best friend and I, we went. It was boring. It was literally boring. It was pretty much middle schoolers there. It was like no high schoolers there. So yeah, but we decided to stay. So my best friend, she ended up knowing the guy who was like playing like the music, the little DJ and whatnot. So we ended up going to go speak to him. So we go speak to him, and it was just so funny because like I never like noticed him in school. Like it was like I never saw him in school, and it's crazy because like our school is like super small and like everybody knew everybody would see everybody in the hallways. But it was like I just never like paid attention to him at all. Like I never noticed him. So, you know, she spoke to him, you know, I spoke to him, he spoke to me, you know, real cool, cordial. Bitch, what? It was cordial. No. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's just not coming out right. But it was real cool. Like, okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow at school if that's cool. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Nice meeting you and I. So the next day, that was a Friday, I remember it. Yeah, it was a Friday, and it was the end of the day. On Fridays we would get out at 1 o'clock. So my best friend and I, we shared lockers at the time, and like we was really trying to like hurry up and get out. Like we was at the lockers, we was getting our stuff so we can leave. So he ended up walking to our locker, and he ended up, you know, we started like talking. Me and him, we started talking and whatnot. And I don't know how we exchanged numbers. I don't know if my best friend ended up giving him my number or we just ended up exchanging numbers, but we ended up exchanging numbers that day. So that night, I believe, or the next night, we started texting, and you know, just pretty much getting to know each other, just on like a friend vibe, you know, just getting to know each other, you know, things like that. It wasn't nothing to say. Like he wasn't thirsty, you know, he wasn't moving too fast. He was like real chill, real, you know, just trying to get to know me as a friend. And I did tell him, I was like, well, I am sort of kind of in a relationship right now. I am going on prom with him in a couple of days, you know, just to let him know, like the heads up. I don't really remember if me and him, I'm gonna name him Kevin. I don't know if Kevin and I continue like text during the summer. I really don't remember. But my boyfriend at the time, we did end up breaking up like two days after prom. So yeah, so it was over with. So Kevin and I, so then once school started back, so I'm a junior and Kevin is a senior. So once school started back, that's when we started back talking like really heavy, and we started dating. I don't really remember how that all happened, but it happened. So with Kevin, like he wasn't really like in the beginning, like I said, in relationships in the beginning, everything is good, peachy, everything was great. Like it was just like the best relationship I ever had, and it really was, because my last one, me and him, it was just really rocky. We didn't really see each other like that. It was just too much going on. But with me and Kevin, it was like we went to the same school, so we damn near saw each other every day. We would eat lunch together. On Fridays, like I said, we would get out at 1 o'clock. So I would have to like either like walk home or take the bus home. And Kevin, he would like walk me home. Like he would legit walk me home. Kevin would like literally like be at my house every weekend. Like we always like we was together 24/7. Like that's how it was. Like we was always together. texting. Like, we were just like two peas in the pod, pretty much. That's how it was. We was always together. Yeah, and like, he wasn't really like no typical dude. Like, he was real chill, real laid back. He wasn't into that social media, none of that. Like, he was just really focusing on school. You know, he was a senior at the time, so he was really focused on the colleges. He was also involved in school. Like, this nigga was in like band, track, football. You know, like, he was in clubs, you know, like, he was really involved in the school. So that's pretty much what, like, his main focus, like, the school. So he was like really dedicated to like the high school. So like, that was pretty much all he would do. And I was like, that's pretty much what I like him to do. Like, real laid back, real chilled. Like, he ain't doing too much. He ain't out, you know, on the block. You know, like, he's about himself, you know, school, getting money. That's how Kevin was. And that's what I liked about him. So we connected. Like, we literally connected. We like, that was like legit, that was like my best friend. The only thing I would say, like, I did not like about our relationship is one thing I did not like about our relationship is that we never really like went out as a couple. Like, we never really like did like, I mean, we went to the movies, whoopie-doo, the movies, you know. No, I'm not knocking down the movies, but I just feel like movies are really like really like a typical thing. Let's do other things other than the movies. You know what I'm feeling? Like, we could go to like get some ice cream or something different than just the movies. Like, there's like, if we just go to the movies and then back to my crib, no. Like, I can understand we go to the movies and then we go like get some food, you know, go out to eat or go bowling after the movie, something other than just the movies, then that's cool. But if we just go to the movies and back to the crib, no. Like, I don't consider it as a date at all. Like, I consider it as a hangout or a chill. I just don't consider that as a date if we're just going to the movies. Like, you can't even talk to that person or interact with that person when you go to the movies. So like, come on now. Especially as a first date, definitely do not take that. Number one, definitely do not take your date to the movies and that's it. Because you can't even like get to know that person or interact with that person. Like, take them out to eat or something, or go bowling, or go to an arcade, do something interacting or something that y'all can both talk and have a conversation with to get to know each other a little bit better. Don't just go to the movies. That's what I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, but that was the only thing I did not like. We never really like went out as a couple. But we did spend a lot of time together. Like, we're gonna fast forward. This is around May. It was around his graduation. I went on prom. I went on his prom. Prom was wonderful. It was great. But yeah, so after his graduation, I'm thinking like, okay, me and him, like, I'm planning our summer out. Like, I'm literally like planning our summer out. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, this summer we gonna do this, we gonna do that. Before he go off to college, like, I'm trying to really plan shit out, you know. So one thing about me, I'm not really into like long distance relationship, but with him, I was thinking like, okay, yeah, I think me and him was really gonna last. We gonna be together. He gonna go out to college. We still gonna be talking. We still gonna be fucking around. Like, I really thought like he was the one. Like, that's how much I really liked this dude and really trust this dude and cared about this dude. You feel what I'm saying? So he gets to tell me, it was one day, it was around something. He gets to tell me, oh, well, I have a job in Wisconsin. He was a camp counselor and whatnot. And I'm just like, wow, like, you couldn't tell me this a little bit earlier, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. Because I was kind of heartbroken. I'm just like, I'm thinking we was gonna spend our summer together, and for you to just up and leave and dip and that's it, like, you know. So he goes out to Wisconsin, and we're like, in the beginning, like, everything was good. Like, we would text, you know, he would text me, I would text him, you know, just see how things are going. And then like, after a while, like, as we started going by, it was like I would not hear from him. So I'm just like, what's going on? But in the back of my head, like, you know, I overthink, and like, I be having like different scenarios, because I'm just like, okay, he is a counselor, so he is with kids, so he probably is tired, so he probably don't have time to be texting and calling. And I'm like, well, he is in Wisconsin, he is in the woods, he probably don't have any any service. And I'm like, he probably, when he does have his breaks, he probably just want to chill and not, you know, be bothered. But I'm just like, I'm supposed to be your girlfriend. Like, you should like text me, you know, just to, you know, just say little things like, oh, I miss you, or yeah, I'm doing good, you know, this is going on or that is going on, things like that. So after a while, so he ended up coming back in July, and everything was good, blah blah blah. After that, the same thing. It was back to the same thing. I would not hear from him, none of that. So August came. So I'm like, okay, August is here. I know he's coming back. So I go on Snapchat, I'm scrolling, and I see his name. And I see pictures of him in Chicago, downtown, baseball game, out to eat. I'm like, okay. So I go on his Facebook, same thing. So I'm just like, I'm supposed to be your girlfriend. You wasn't gonna let, like, I text him. I'm like, so you're in Chicago? You wasn't gonna let me know that you was in Chicago? So he gets to start saying all this stuff, and I'm just like, where is this coming from? I'm just like just a couple of months, like, we was good. Like, when he came and visited me in July, we were good. Like, we were great. It was perfect. And then once he went back to the camp, it went back to like him, we not talking, you know. It'd be days when he would not talk to me, you know, when I respond to my messages. So I'm like, what's up? What's the tea? So that's when, at that point, like, we was just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm the type of person, like, I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. Like, at this point, it's whatever, you know. Especially if you just throwing hella BS at me and you just saying all this shit that's definitely not true, and things that you say I wasn't doing but definitely was doing. Like, I'm just gonna get tired of it, and I'm just gonna say fuck it and keep it moving. So I was just like, well, you know, I'm gonna just come to your trunk, because his trunk party was the next day. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna come to your trunk party to drop off his stuff, because I had like a hoodie of his and like a shirt of his, and if I did not drop his shit off, I would have burnt it or threw it in the trash. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna be that petty, you know. And plus, he loved those items, so I'm like, I'm just gonna just drop them off when I go to his trunk party. So the next day, right, I had did my hair, I had my eyebrows done, like, I had my nails done, toes done. Like, I just really did the most. And it was this one dress that I loved at the time, because it just showed like my whole little curve, my whole little figure. And I'm like, why let me just, you know, step it up, let me just pop out with that, you know what I'm saying? Show him what he missing out. Like, I want to show him, like, you fucked up, you missed out on a whole wife out here, because that's what I am. I am a wife, not a girlfriend. I am a wife. I am the full package. Period. Like, freaking full course meal, you know, 5-star, all of the above. Like, that's just me. So I just wanted him to, you know, just show him, like, you fucked up, you really fucked up on a good one. And the next nigga gonna come around and be like, y'all lost. Cause so I go to his trunk party, and I see his mother. You know, I spoke to his mother, you know, because me and his mother, we was really cool. Like, she was really nice to me. So I spoke to his mother, and this, that, and the third. And then I see him. So I legit did not say anything to the dude. Like, I didn't even, like, say, hey, how you doing? Like, none of that. Like, I don't even think we had a conversation. I literally just think that I just handed him his stuff, because I had put it in a little bag. And I just handed it to him. And I just kept it moving. Like, I left or whatnot. So I get in the car, we're going home. When I tell you, I legit, when I got to my room, I busted out in tears. Like, I was literally crying my eyes out. Like, freaking, I was like heartbroken. Like, I was literally sad, because like, this was like my first love. So it was like, I was really hurt. I was hurt. Like, I was literally heartbroken. Like, I was just like, damn, that shit crazy. Like, I really love this dude. Like, I really cared about this dude. And I'm just like, damn, that's fucked up. So months had went by. Now it's like around December, like the end of December, going into New Year's. So I was on the phone with my best friend and I was talking to her and I was just like, yeah, I really want to message him pretty much like to get closure, because I felt like me and him did not get closure. So I'm like, I want to message him pretty much to like see like what was like the exact reason of why we broke up. So I was about to like message him on Facebook. So I go to his page and I see him and another, like him, like on his profile picture is him and another girl. So I'm like, okay, like, but as I'm looking at the profile picture, I'm like, shorty looks super familiar. Like the girl looks so familiar. So like I am Detective Isis, I legit was like going through his page to see if she was like tagged in the picture or see if she commented under the like the picture, and she did. So I go on her page and I'm scrolling through her page and I'm like, she looks super familiar. So it was this one picture that like caught my eye. Pretty much they met at at the camp, like they worked together. Go back to his page and I'm going to where the pictures where I saw when he was in town in August, and I'm like, that's funny because she's the same one of the same girls that he was with when he was here over the summer. So I'm just like, wow, so you can go and hang out with her, but you couldn't let me know, your so-called girlfriend, that she was back in Chicago. So I pretty much put two and two together. I felt like he was messing around with her during the summer while he was away, and he didn't want to be a man about it and be 100 with me and tell me the truth that he met somebody else. Instead, he wanted to throw straight BS towards me and saying how I wasn't doing this and how I wasn't doing that. And there you go. And he broke up with me because he was a mess around with that other girl. And I'm just like, first of all, she wasn't even all that cute. I would definitely give props to a girl who was cute, because I'm not a hater. Like I will give a girl her props. You know, if she was cute, but she wasn't even that cute. And he left me for a white girl. No offense. Like, I'm not even being rude, disrespectful, but literally he left me for a white girl. And I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. You know, I know everybody needs love, but you could have picked a better looking girl. That's all I had to say. Like, she could have at least looked a little cute or something, but she wasn't. So after I think that shit, I was just like, okay, yeah, that keep Isis, keep it moving, like stop. Like at the around that time, I wasn't stressed anymore, but I really want to get that closure and really want to know the reason why we broke up. But I got it. Being Detective Isis, I got it already. So yeah, ever since then, like we have not spoken to each other. At the end of the day, sis, keep it moving. Don't stress over these dudes, because at the end of the day, there's gonna be somebody that's bigger and better and who wanna treat you like a queen that you are. You know, you just gotta know your worth. You really do. You gotta know your worth. You gotta know that you are important and that you are a queen, you know. And we don't stress over these niggas, period. Keep it moving on to the next one. Like I tell everybody, it's plenty fishes in the sea. It's plenty of them. Like, we're young, we should not be stressing over a dude. Like, no, period. But yeah, that's how, you know, your girl got her heart broken. Your girl, you know, first love. But hey, it happens. Everyone, you know, has been through way worse, you know. But I'm kind of glad that I experienced that young, because now it's like I know what I want in a relationship and I know what I want in a guy, and it pretty much just helped me with relationships and relationship problems. So I'm kind of glad that I learned at a young age. I was a sophomore, even before him, like my other boyfriend with him. So yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when your girl posts videos. And follow me on social media. Follow me on Snapchat, Isis Pooh, and follow me on Instagram, my Isis Pooh _ super easy. Like, follow your girl, you know, and I definitely will follow back. So like I said, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next video.